Good morning, everybody. Oh, look, Mushu. Oh my gosh, you are so cute, Mushu. He's adorable. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Judeana, and welcome back to my channel. Yesterday, I went shopping, of course, and I ended up coming home with some plants, so I wanted to do a plant haul video for you. Yeah, it was quite an adventure yesterday. I tried filming in the car, but wasn't sure how that was going to play out, so I ended up kind of just refilming this, and hopefully this turns out a little bit better. So I went to 3 places yesterday. I started out at Lowe's. I wasn't really looking for many plants, but I was looking for light fixtures, I was looking for shelving, any pottery. I'm looking for pottery right now that doesn't have drainage holes, just because with some of my larger plants especially, it's getting harder to move them and water them. I just want to leave them where they're at and water them. Plus, I think that will help save my plumbing a little bit too. As time goes by and you water your plants in the sink, you get little bits in there, and it's not very great for the plumbing. So I'm really looking forward to switching all of my pots to pots that don't have drainage holes. Anyway, there's that. I did see some track lighting I kind of thought was interesting and that I liked, but I wanted to do a bit more research on it, see if I could get a better deal anywhere else. Also, Prime Day is coming up, July 11th and 12th, and I really wanted to take advantage of that also. Let's get to the plants. At Lowe's, they had a pretty good selection of annuals, perennials, succulents, and houseplants. I didn't see anything too cool that I liked other than a ficus umbrellata for $30 and not a nursery pot and a decorative pot, which I thought was cool. And then there was this really lacy fern, I'll put the name up for you guys to see, that I also thought was really cool and really contemplated buying also, but I decided to hold off, save my money, see if I could find anything else. It was funny, they actually had them tucked away on a cart in that back aisle, you know, where you can see all the names for the different aisles. And I thought that was interesting that they wouldn't bring it over with the other plants, but there were a few little treasures in there that I did like. I ended up actually not getting any plants at Lowe's, although they did have some interesting coleus. I almost got a caladium there, but I wanted to do a bit more research on caladiums because I think they're a tuberous plant, which is kind of like a bulb, you know, they'll go dormant, you have to cut them back. So it's on my wish list for right now, but I'm going to do some more research and see if it's something that I would really like to have in my collection. So I decided to go to Home Depot next. The lighting situation was pretty much the same. Didn't really find any shelving, which I thought was kind of ironic. The pottery was kind of blah. I am very, very particular with pottery. I, for the most part, like a few colored pots. It depends. It's very specific colors to match the aesthetic of wherever I'm putting my plants. For the most part, I like black pots. I just think it's very classy looking a black pot and a green plant. So most of the plants that you'll see in my living room, they're all in black pots. And I just really like the look of that. I think it's very modern, very classy, especially with my boho industrial theme I've got going on right now. I think it looks really good. Yeah, I didn't find much for pottery at Lowe's or Home Depot. However, at Home Depot, they did have a really, really great selection of succulents and cacti. If I had to go to a big box store for succulents and cacti, I would choose Home Depot over Lowe's just because they do have a much better selection of their succulents and cacti. Looks like they clean them up a bit more, and it looks like they take a bit better care of their succulents and cacti. That is the reason why I chose that. I did end up finding a cactus I really liked, and it's this guy. This is an Opuntia perrii serpentina cristiata. That is a mouthful, and hopefully I said it right, but here it is for you. Really, really cute cactus. I am obsessed with Opuntia right now. We have this giant Opuntia wheel cactus at work. One of them, which just flowered, but the leaves are like this big, bigger than my face. I'm really falling in love with them lately. So I ended up getting one of those. Next, I went out into the annuals and perennials. Of course, I always have to check that out. I was kind of surprised to see that they had Japanese maples, they had some perennial hibiscus, they had just a lot of really cool different stuff out there. What a lot of people don't know also is that a lot of shade annuals for our climate here in Idaho, you can keep inside as houseplants. And I'm sure wherever you are, it could be the same story, but I wanted to check out some of their shade annuals, see what I could possibly keep as a houseplant. I did find these Tradescantias, which were priced really great. I mean, as a houseplant, they'd be expensive. Mushu. Mushu says hi. He's being a cute boy. Say hi, Mushu. So I found these Tradescantias. They were a little like 4-inch pot for $4. I thought that was a really great deal considering some houseplants, including Tradescantias, can be expensive. I did also find some coleus, which I'm not usually attracted to coleus. We had some at work, you know, towards the beginning of the season, around May. I thought they were pretty, but you work with them every day, you see them every day, and after a while the wow factor goes away. After seeing them again, and especially how big some of their leaves were, I thought they were really neat looking, and I actually decided to get a couple. I'm sorry, Mushu, I'm gonna have to put you down, buddy. You're a good boy, though. You're a very good boy, yes. I decided to get a couple. These are what they look like, and their leaves are very velvety. They have the pink interior, green exterior. Just so, so beautiful. What a beautiful plant, seriously. And the leaves are as big as my hand, pretty much, so. Mushu. Anyway, I ended up getting 2 of them. They were $9.98 each, which was a great deal. And it's really funny, actually. After I purchased these, I remembered a conversation I was having with Ryan a couple nights ago. I was showing him all the plants on my wish list, going, oh man, I really want this, I want this, I want this. And he's like, why are all the plants that you choose dark and green? There's got to be some plants with some color in them. And I said, you're right. I should go buy plants with color in them. Yeah, my subconscious must have remembered that conversation because I got one for him and I got one for me. It was so funny when he came home from work yesterday. He's like, that is the coolest, most colorful plant. And I was like, well, it's yours. So yeah, it was really fun to kind of just surprise him with that. They're beautiful, and since they are a shade annual, I looked it up. It said that they could make really great houseplants, so I'm really excited to see how that turns out. I'm hoping that they do make really great houseplants, but we will find out. This is kind of an experiment for me. This is new for me. I've never kept coleus as a houseplant, so we'll see how it goes. So that was my Home Depot shopping experience yesterday. The last place I stopped at was Zamzows. I was surprised. The Zamzows I go to, it has like this little greenhouse section, but it's always packed to the fullest of houseplants. And there were a few plants that I saw there that I had been wanting for a long time, but they've either been hard to find or expensive up to this point. I did see some heartleaf philodendrons. I'm kind of wanting to get a couple eventually. Ryan said he actually wants more plants in the house. I was excited when he said that. He told me he wants to do a shelf above the curtains over here with some plants, and I thought, oh my gosh, these heartleaf philodendrons here would be perfect for that. Anyway, that's kind of the plan for up there, but because I don't have the need for these right now, I decided to wait on the heartleaf philodendrons, save my money, and keep looking. So in the greenhouse, when I went in there, I found a Hoya compacta variegata, and I actually had one before I got for $15 at a separate Zamzows. It was a while ago, sometime last year, and I don't know what I did wrong. I probably underwatered it. I probably didn't give it enough light, but I killed it. So I picked this one up and I was going to get it. However, I did see a plant I wanted more, so I put it down and decided to keep it on my list for a little while longer. But yeah, there were a few plants I saw there. They did have a really great array of several different cacti. There was this little snake plant I really liked that I thought was very cute. A really great selection altogether of stuff that they had there. Anyway, here's what I got from Zamzows. So, I'm gonna start off with this big guy here. Oh, I'm so excited about this plant. This is a sugar vine. And it might be a little hard to see with the light, I'm not sure. But this is one of the fastest growing plants I had in my collection previously. And it did so well for me. It likes consistently moist soil, I believe, which I let it dry out. I let it dry down a little too much and killed my last one, but it was just a little 6-inch pot. Since I had my last sugar vine, I had been looking for another one, but I could only find little 4-inch pots, and I thought about potting them up together, but just decided against it, I guess. And when I saw this one and saw that it was the last one, I absolutely had to grab it. I just love how dainty and cute its foliage is, how bushy it is, and I know exactly what I'm going to pot this up with. At work, during our employee garage sale, we had some pots we were selling, and I actually bought 2 of them at a really great price, and immediately when I bought it, I thought of this plant just sitting at the top being its hair. So yeah, that was my first purchase there. I got this for $23.99, so $24. And it's a great mature plant. It's got lots of vines on it right now. I'm just really, really excited to see how much more it puts out and does for me, and I'm determined to keep this one alive. So you always have to look up above your head at Zamzos because they have so many plants hanging up there. There was a string of pearls I contemplated on getting. They had lots of Hoyas up there. There was one plant I saw up there that made me put down the variegated Hoya carnosa compacta and grab this. And it was, oh no, 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 no. Ah, poor thing. I squished him. Oh well. Oh well, he'll bounce back. He'll be okay. And that is this rat tail cactus, which is really cute. There were a few there. I ended up pulling down a couple, but some of them looked like they were rotting at the top, and I was not about that, so I wanted to make sure I had picked a good one. This one's got lots of little new growth points. I don't know how well you can see this, you guys. Yeah, this one's got lots of little new growth points. It's got some pretty long stems right now, and I thought for 26 bucks, that is well worth it to me. So yeah, I ended up getting this guy. I'm really excited about it. There's a pot I've seen on Etsy that I might get for him. And then, of course, while I was at Zamzos, I had to go ahead and take a look at some of the frogs. It's my dream to have a Dendrobates tinctorius, the blue azure frogs, in my collection. Oh my goodness, they're so beautiful. They're one of the most active frogs during the day, which is fun, and if you can get them to breed and have tadpoles, oh, that is my dream. I love them. Blue is such a rare color to find in nature, and I really aspire to save up and get a couple of these frogs one day. I do have a project planned in my plant room for these frogs. The hutch that I have in my plant room, I had planned to turn into a vivarium, and I figured if I'm going to turn this into a vivarium, I might as well just have a couple frogs in there too, to live and hang around and be cute. And so I'm really very excited about that. I'm just dreaming about it now, but that is another project I'm going to have to save up for, and eventually when I get around to it, I will make a video and show you guys. But yeah, so that is what I got from Zamzos. Oh yeah, on my way out to check out from visiting the frogs, I did see something else that caught my eye, and I realized, I could probably just knock on a farmer's door and ask him for some, but it was a little out of my way, so I chose for the convenience of having them right there, and I got some peacock feathers. And immediately when I saw these, I thought of this red vase I had thrifted a while back. It's like a poppy red color, and I just thought of it, and now it looks so cute. It is just so cute in this little red vase. I love it. It's just, you probably can't see it very well. I might actually cut this a bit more and lower the feathers a bit more. We'll see. But yeah, really cute. Super duper happy with these purchases. And I'm so excited to grow my plant collection, for it to look so lush and green. Right now I've been experimenting. Some of my experiments have failed. Realizing what I need in order for success with my plants in my home, and that is grow lights. I have my office, which is in a south-facing window. I did not realize that in that south-facing window I would not get any direct light. When I moved into this house in November, I was getting direct sunlight in my south-facing window, and it was really cool because you could watch the sun travel from one side of the room to the other side of the room, and I thought, how cool is that? Oh my gosh, this summer they're going to get so much more light. But it didn't occur to me that the sun is at a different part of the sky during the day, and so I get no direct light in there anymore. Luckily, there is a bright white house on the other side of the fence. I mean, the view isn't that pretty for my plant room, but I don't really care because I'm filling it up with plants anyway. But I am thankful for that house being there because I feel like it bounces a lot of the sunlight into my room during the summer because it's so bright white, so I feel like that definitely helps with getting the light to my plants. But now, yes, I am investing or looking to invest in some grow lights, get my plants the light that they need, and hopefully they'll just live their best lives, you know? Yeah, I think that's going to conclude it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad that I got to show you guys these new plants, and I'm looking forward to recording their progress in the future. Here pretty soon I will release a plant tour video, don't worry, I will. I'm also planning on doing a repotting video soon where I can show you guys some of my plans with these plants. Stay tuned for those. If you did like this video, please click the like button, and if you like my content, please subscribe, and I will go ahead and make more videos like this for you to enjoy. I am so excited to see what the future holds. Please have a very blessed day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!